Okay, you're going to want to pick up one of these dual timers. I have the single timer also, but this is like $5 more, so you might as well get two outlets so that you have some flexibility. So you just stick some double A's in there. One thing about these is you don't want to leave them out in a freeze, or it will definitely quit working. I'll do another video on how to program. Okay, this is the type of rolls I'm using for tubing. It's a 100-foot, half-inch. I haven't seen anything longer than that, but this project I'm putting about 400 feet down. Okay, here's my faucet. It's a new one I just had installed. It's a anti-freezing faucet, so I don't have to worry about it freezing. But still, like I said, the timer will freeze, so you do want to take that off in the wintertime. So typically I'll start with my hose on the faucet end, and this is the type of fitting that you'll want. It's just a compression fitting that'll go on your hose, and then this will connect to this guy, which is a 25 psi regulator. So this will keep, once, because this is going to go up here full pressure, and then this will drop the pressure down so that it won't blow out all your emitters. Okay, this is the type of fitting that you'll want once you're ready to plug. Typically I'll start at the faucet. I went ahead and paid someone to bore under my patio. $50 he charged to do it. And then this, so I basically said leave me a foot on each end, and then I put this little extension, and then I'll just compress these to keep going. You'll see I did the other side. Okay, I'm going to show you what to do at the end of your hose. You can see I'm at the end of the, so I'm at the end here, and what I'm going to do is you get one of these pieces, which is just you could use electrical tape too, but I like to use this. So you slide this on, pinch it somewhere, which looks like there's already a pinch right here, and then slide this back, and that should be enough to hold it. Then these are the stakes I'm using to hold everything down. So that should be plenty good enough to then just cover it all up. Okay, there's a few ways you can do this. Sometimes I go around and do a circle around and do a circle around and a circle around. That uses a lot of hose, but it lets me later take that circle and move it in case I want to move plants. But in this case, because I have so much to do, and I don't think I'm going to move plants for a while, I decided just to do a straight run. So it's coming around here, and then I'll show you where it's uncovered. You want to come right up to the root, because that's where I want to come back and put the dripper. Here, I went ahead and did one circle. For these smaller things, they might not live forever. Then went around here, around the back, here, around there. So I just did a little trench here. So going around here, each one of these, you just need to put it close enough to the root ball so that the water actually goes to the right place. And then for this flower bed, I went ahead and, we don't have flowers yet except for what came back from last year. I went ahead and just ran some along here that I can kind of move around. So then that comes back through to here and then hooks up here. Now what I did here was I have this hose now going under the sidewalk and coming back up to feed the other side. Okay, for the emitters, I've got 2 gallon and 1 gallon. These 2 gallons are for like the larger plants the big bushes, and then the 1 gallons I'm putting in for just the plants, like, they're just these plain plants. And then I've got this, which you're going to want. It's a little poker, but it pokes where the hole goes, just the right distance, and then you take these and you just push them right on. Okay, I'm going to show you kind of how I will add one of the emitters. So this is one of my bushes here, and I'll just take this as close to the root as you can and push it in. You'll feel it kind of pop, so you don't have to worry about it going too far. I'll take one of my 2 gallon per hour. Now what I like to do, since they're long and flat like this, I like to put it on the perpendicular side first. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Okay, hear that pop? That's when it goes in, and I turn it, and then it kind of pulls it back out, just enough to make a seal. That's it. Once you set your timer up, this is kind of what it's going to look like. In this case, because my crawl space is so low, this is as high as I could get this spigot installed, and I had to use this little splitter just to get this to come down enough so that I can bend it, get one of these spring bends, and hook the timer up. These are the pressure regulators, or the pressure limiters, I think, so you don't blow out all your emitters. And then this is just a little coupler that goes to the hose. It's all 1/2 inch hose. So in this case, the first one there goes all the way to the rest of the flowers, and then the second one comes down and does this side. So down through here, around, just like that. Okay, this is my back flower beds that all have the drip irrigation, and this is a little island here that I need to figure out how to irrigate. So what I've done is I've got this 1/2 inch, oh, there's a frog down there, 1/2 inch already ran behind. This is what I did the other day, but to go from here down, I don't want to have to either dismantle all this wall or see a black hose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trench under the grass here and tie into the hose in the back. Okay, I finished with the trenching and tying it into this other flower bed, and you can kind of see it goes, snakes to the back and ties in, and all my plants are doing wonderful with the water.